Let's get into it, boppers. Down in Brooklyn, it's getting harder to keep the rhythm in sync. The Jones Street boys have started handing out the hard knocks, and the Saracens are being pushed to the edge. This could mean big changes for all the Brooklyn boppers now that the Northern Alliance is breaking up. Out in East Harlem, the vibrant Puerto Rican zone took a more somber turn when a key player was found out of tune on top of a car. Nobody's talking, but all we know is the forecast is calling for clear skies as far as the eye can see. It looks like hurricane season might be over. For all you boppers waiting on the big hits, the next batch of tracks is swinging for the fences. Adios.
Good evening, Internet. Welcome back to the Warriors. We have a fairly short episode today. This is actually the only bonus mission we're going to have, though this one is fairly important. Once we finish out the workout on the heavy bag, we'll have a pretty nice upgrade.
But it's time to get electric. Time to boogie down, boppers. Here.
Come on!
Now that we've completed 5 out of the 10 workout bonus missions, we now have increased stamina. So let's go ahead and move on into our mission.
God damn it!
Suck,
Fucking
man.
flippers, man. They're fucking sticky.
Bullshit. He's not gonna make
He's
it.
almost got it. Fuck! Stupid piece of shit.
I told you, man, you suck.
What the fuck was that?
It's the hi-hats.
I thought we took care of those clowns.
It's time I dealt with these fools personally.
The mighty Cleon shows his fucking face! I owe you, warriors! You fucked me over, and now I'm
Shut
gonna...
the fuck up, Jack in the Box. What do you want?
You think we just forget what you did to us? You think we just stay silent? So now it comes to this, your final curtain call.
You're standing on our turf. I'm gonna give you one last chance to walk your fat, stuttering ass back to Broadway.
You just don't get it! You bastards are fucking history!
Keep it classy, Cleon. Our mission right here is to go ahead and beat up the hi-hats. Cleon starts out with a knife, which can be pretty useful considering all of the white-suited hi-hats will start out with knives themselves. And they have a pretty near endless supply.
Oh, you like this punk? Man, I'll fuck you up!
There are 2 little areas with hi-hats in and behind all the boxes here. They can be pretty irritating since they'll just stand back there and throw knives the whole time. This particular group you actually have to bust through the boxes to get to, which can be fairly irritating since they'll be pelting you with items the whole time.
You shitty bastards! Victory is in the fucking air, hi-hats! Good night, warriors! Bring it on! See you in hell!
Get up.
There is a second group of the hi-hats over here, though these are a lot easier to take out. You just hit this switch and the exhaust there will kill them in no time.
Take these
It's still fairly useful to break behind this barricade though, since this is pretty much one of your only reliable sources of flash throughout the mission.
You warriors fucked up! And I won't let you.
While we were taking care of the mimes of projectiles, looks like the rest of the warriors have been doing a pretty good job taking out the rest of the hi-hats. We just need to do a little bit of mopping up.
You got the balls for this?
I hope crashing my gallery was worth it, you shit-eating... God damn it! Not this bullshit again! Hi-hats! Inside now!
Swan, Snow, Ajax, inside with me. Let's go.
Man, I ain't been in this place in a long time.
We've got him cornered in here, so stay with it and be ready for anything.
We start out in the funhouse with a actually really optional stealth section. It is completely possible to get through this area alerting every hi-hat you see, but just this once I'll go through being stealthy. If you find yourself needing some projectile items to distract the guards, which you really shouldn't, the skulls around the area do pretty well.
Come on, the switch has got to be around here someplace. That should open it. Watch out for the cart! Move it, soldiers!
I would say this is our last major type of gameplay in the game, and it pops up not very often. Most of the time we've seen it in the bonus workout sections, but you really just have to mash the button to sprint or...
I'm gonna show you pain!
An interesting touch is that with all the little smoking areas on the ground, if you get stuck in it, then it completely blurs your vision and makes it really difficult to see. Not that being able to see is a significant impediment, but it can get in the way.
We gotta track down that fat ass and wreck him for good.
Hi-hats! It's showtime! Like poor warriors! It's been fun for us!
Why don't you shut the fuck up so we can finish this thing?
Well, we're gonna finish you! We're gonna finish you forever! Crackerjack! Hi-hats! Murder these sons of bitches! Slow down!
And so here we run into our boss fight. The majority of it starts off with beating up the hi-hats, but it moves on to pelting Chatterbox with items. Those carts running by will really prove to be one of the worst times I've ever had with this particular level.
Warriors from Flam Bay! Here, I'll fill you in again! Jerk! Well,
Chatterbox is generally a lot more threatening when the Molotov cocktails he throws actually go somewhere, but for now he's really just an irritation. The only way to damage him at this very moment is to keep throwing items at him.
take this, fuckhead! Here! Hold on to
Coming right to you.
Bring in the claws! Come, it's my time!
After doing enough damage to Chatterbox, he comes down to fight us 1-on-4. The problem I have with Chatterbox, as with most of the boss battles in the game, is that as a large character, you just can't grab him. Anybody who does try to grab him just gets thrown away. Additionally, staying in close combat with him for too long has him bust out one of these random abilities that will knock you off to the side. It's really pretty irritating, and there's another bit that will pop up with him later that makes the fight take way too long.
Your carcasses will be made into traction in my gallery.
Gonna get you too!
And here's the part of the fight that makes it really irritating, is Chatterbox will start huffing flash when he hits a certain amount of health.
Why don't you run while I'm giving you the chance?
The problem with Chatterbox huffing flash is that apparently he must have gotten 2 or 3 foam fingers for that guy in Coney Island, because he can store about 7 hits on his body. And this last portion of the fight will take forever.
What are you, friggin' wimp?
The last sight is gonna be mine.
And as I mentioned before, if your war chief gets down and you have a hit of flash, another one of the warriors will come by to help you out. So another part of this mission I find really irritating is you have the carts going by, and yet they don't do anything to Chatterbox. If he's in the way when the carts are coming by, he'll just dive out of the way magically. Fat Man teleportation or something. As best I can guess, by the time you see Chatterbox actually use a hit of flash in the cutscene, it means he's finally used his last bit. And from there, it's a pretty straight beatdown. Still, as with most of the boss fights in the game, I just feel like this one takes too long to keep going. Also, roller coaster of love.
He's like a rotten trash.
Do you see the possibilities, Masai?
Cyrus, I see. But the armies, how will we call them out to meet? How do we ensure that they come in peace?
We must trust our brothers. We will invite everyone on our network under a night of general truce, and I will speak to them. And they will see you cannot deny the truth.
I warned you, Cyrus. This is not
I
smart.
don't need warnings. I have faith.
That'll about do it for this episode of The Warriors. That's our send-off for the hi-hats, and although it could have been better, I'm pretty happy with it. Next time we'll take a look at how Fox joined the Warriors, Scout's Honor. Until then, stay loose, boppers.